What's up, everybody? It's Sigmar. It's Grinderbin. Welcome to what is this show? I feel like I have a distinct lack of information as to what I'm doing here. This is a great question. Someone paid me money to be here, and I didn't need that money, but I was bored. Oh my goodness. Oh, they're saying Jesse might be muted? No way. I can hear Jesse. Hold on. If you guys can hear me, let me see if I can fix whatever the hell's going on with Jesse. Da, 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 da. Can you hear Jesse now?
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear Grinderbin rather?
Can you hear these antics I'm doing now?
There you go. Welcome to I've just been told by an earpiece that this is Hidden Gems, also known as Hot Monday Energy. We're missing one of the crew today because she is moving. Oh, yeah, she is in the chat. Pretty grim games. I apologize for the lack of Monday. Yeah, we are missing Monday on Hot Monday Energy.
Wait, which one of us is energy and which one is hot?
That's a great question. Moving on.
Okay.
Well, aside from this introduction that has plushies and whatnot, fun fact: you missed the pre-order window.
No!
If you were looking to get your hands on these Adventures Night plushies, you can't right now, but we are working on getting the second window opened up. So make sure you keep refreshing that Shark Robot / Second Wind URL. Buy some other merch. There's like new t-shirts and stuff on there. But as soon as these plushie pre-orders are back open, we will let you folks know.
Yeah, we won't shut up about it. That's for sure.
Yeah, so now that was actually why we were here, to basically do this promo. Now that that's finished up, I'm gonna go polish some knives or something.
That's a great idea. I'm gonna go dig through the trash.
All right, see you guys later.
But also, look at this umbrella I can hold. Isn't it great?
Right, my knife keeps falling out of my hand.
Oh, that's a shame.
I was eating something very slippery from Dabarella. Hey, what's up, guys? Hi,
everybody.
Welcome. Oh, well, we just got here. Me, Casey, and Jesse. We just arrived.
Now.
What's up? Welcome. Like we mentioned, Jess is in the middle of a move, so she's not on stream with us. But I think she'll be hanging out in chat for the most part, as far as I can tell. So that'll be on Jesse, since I'm running the show right now, to include Jess in our conversations.
I will try my best.
But on that note, we are finishing up the 6-week-long adventure that it has been in getting through the Spark the Electric Jester trilogy.
It's true.
I will preface this by saying, like, yes, this time I did finish the story. Like, I read the story. I didn't finish it. I did not go back and play through the second game.
That's fair.
I read through the wiki on the plot for the second game, and I can promise you, it does not make sense. Like, it continues to not make any sense whatsoever over the long haul. And there's nothing I could tell you right now as a person who read through that thing that would help explain anything that happened to you, because I don't understand. So we're gonna go into this third game, and hopefully this will make a little bit more sense to us. But on that note, we got a little flack because we were negative on the second game. I'll go ahead and say that we weren't fully negative the whole time. There were some things that I liked. Like I said, I really liked the movement in the game. It's just that the world that was built around it, like, didn't really facilitate me making full use of it. But overall, it was kind of a janky and unfun experience, and that's just the case. A lot of you guys warned me that the second game was probably the worst in the series. But with that being said, a lot of you same guys told me that the third game fixes a lot of those issues. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Spark the Electric Jester 3 has to say for itself.
Yeah, we're going to find out if we also think. Well, I guess if Casey also thinks the third one is the best.
My camera a little bit. Yeah, because as you guys may or may not know, I'm not the biggest Sonic the Hedgehog fan. I've always wanted to be. Like, in my heart, I am. But mechanically, it's never clicked with me. So I was hoping Spark would fix that. And the first game I had a lot of fun with. Oh man, is he drifting? They're already opening up on a high note for me.
I think he's just driving straight, actually. I don't think he's drifting at all at the moment.
I just like that he's in a race car. Oh, matter of fact, I think Eric told us that there are driving sections in this game.
Oh, are there? Oh my gosh. Is that a good start? You driving?
Maybe.
I was trying to get Grinderman
yep.
to stay on my. Oh my gosh!
We are in a racing section. All right, my question is, can I drift? There's lots of straight roads, so it doesn't seem like it would help me to drift right now.
Grinderman's got such short legs. I'm trying to like prop him in here. I might be making some horrible noises for everybody at home. I'm sorry.
The level of techno being used right now assures me that the person who made this game was an Initial D fan.
Yeah, it certainly sounds. It definitely sounds like
this is a clear reference to Initial D. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And on that note, you are speaking my language.
That and what was that? There was some song that's like before meme or meme was the term for.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. It just came to my brain. I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like that song and the Deja Vu, like both of those were songs you could do for anything that was like supposed to be like racing or high risk.
Related, yeah. You can drift. I just managed to look on the side.
Nice. It says, do what Jess says or else. Oh, go watch Battle Masters. Yeah, Battle Masters premiered today.
Oh my god, what a fun series.
It's really fun. It's fun to do. With good news for those who enjoyed it. We have done some other ones that you will see in the future.
Yeah.
Bad news for everybody who doesn't like it. We are still doing it.
Oh my god, this is so much better looking.
Yeah, that looks way better. There's
like,
no like
shit.
like cute carpets.
I am shocked at the fidelity here. The second one wasn't that old, so like they were definitely going for a look and style, right? But that style just wasn't attractive.
Yeah, this looks a lot better. Are the prizes in the same vein of what Jermaine got? You'll just have to find out. You know what? That's what episode 2 is for.
Dash and go slow. Okay, this is keep on dashing.
Wow. I would say easy level, but I guess the driving part was some of it too.
Yeah, I really like the driving. I kind of wanted to do more of that. Like I figured out how to drift too late.
I'm sure there's another section.
Freedom medals. That's what we're fighting for.
Oh yeah, freedom. Get the freedom units. That's how you measure them. Durago, I was not the editor. That was Jesse Schwab who did the editing and the voice.
Jesse Schwab did the voice and edit.
He did a lot of work.
Oh my god, that's a hefty edit.
He had to go through all of our footage, including Casey's hour and a half.
Look, as someone who had not played Dark Souls 1 in over a decade, I had no frame of reference for how long this challenge was supposed to take.
When you were doing it, were you like, wow, I must be taking the correct amount of time, and Jesse is going to have to go through footage like this for 6 other people? Or however many. I don't remember the total number.
Like, I knew I was going to be in the bottom, right? But I personally was surprised that I got to the Gargoyle Tower in an hour.
Oh, and then you just spent 30 minutes dying to them.
No, a little. I spent 30 minutes because I tried the fight, of course, and realized I didn't pick up any new weapon or gear or whatever. I don't do anywhere near enough damage to get through this fight. So at that point, I was like, all right, is there anything I can do in the immediate area to like fix that? So I started like picking fights with just the NPCs who are around. Like maybe they'll drop like a cool sword or something. Nope. Killed the dude who laughs at you at the bonfire. Killed the fat guy. No, the fat cleric guy down there at Firelink as well. I think the cleric gave me a mace, but it still wasn't great.
might drop something. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also, I think you could buy that mace at the shop where I bought the reinforced club.
Didn't know where that shop was.
Oh well.
Had no idea where that shop was. So yeah, that was my journey. And like after all that time, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna spend the next hour just chipping away at this gargoyle fight, because like eventually I could probably beat it, but that doesn't defeat the purpose. I mean, that pretty much defeats the purpose of the speed run.
Right. Yeah, one of the things that didn't make the cut, which fair, is so much footage to go through, and like the video's not supposed to be an hour long, was doing the prediction of who at the end, like who I thought I beat and who I thought beat me.
Yeah.
I was very off. I did put you beating me, and you're the only person I beat. I thought Jess and Jesse were doing a run, and I was like, I bet I beat at least one of them. Turns out only Jess did the run, and she got second. Spoilers. So I was very wrong.
Okay, so again, the movement feels good. A lot of a lot of same controls. Oh, where'd you go, Spark?
Oh, off the levels where he went.
Yeah, a lot of same controls. How did I? They had the thing before where you could like charge up your dash. I don't know if I remember how to do that properly. Cause like I'm holding this thing, but it's not doing what it did before when I charged up and went really fast. So maybe they took that out.
Oh, maybe. Mouse Catcher says, Jesse, your time is still pretty good. Thanks.
Yeah, all you guys
what
are super impressive to me. Like, I was like, holy shit.
Well, thank you, Casey.
But like, I specifically told them before we did anything that I wasn't gonna do any research.
Yeah, I suspect Jamate and Jess both looked up a speedrun path beforehand.
See,
Jess,
I don't
you can
think-
confirm that if you want. Because
I don't think Jamate needed to. Like, Jamate
But-
replays Dark Souls so often.
Okay, if he already knows it, sure. But like knowing that specific path, like that's some insider knowledge.
Yeah, and like there wasn't any stipulation saying that we couldn't do the research. I just knew that no amount of research was going to fix the fact that I hadn't played that game in years.
That's how I felt too. Like I booted it so I could remember the controls, and then I was like, all right, well, here we go.
Right,
I also died like 5 times in my run. I think he only showed 1.
Yeah, I had a running gag where I lamented the fact that I knew you could kick stuff in the first game.
Oh, I totally
but
forgot
could not
that.
remember how to. And like I looked up stuff even in the middle of the run just out of desperation. Like, yo, how do you kick things? And nothing told me. Like I never got that information. Ooh, all right, we currently have 0 context as to what's going on in Spark's life.
You know,
Especially
Sparkin'?
since the last game was, helmed by an entirely different character.
Oh, that's true. Is Fark?
Yeah, Spark was the star of the last game, and Spark never shows up. Like I've read through the thing, like Spark does not even make a cameo. Like it is fully Fark's story. Oh shit!
Wow. And Fark's story doesn't even make sense apparently.
It doesn't. Oh my god, it doesn't.
Release everybody's. But we are talking about releasing the full runs. We weren't sure if people would actually care, but some people have asked. So.
Yeah, some folks asked immediately. That may be something we look to do. Figure out
like
how.
Like a Patreon video of just everybody's run. Someone's, I forget who. Someone was like, "Oh, well, what if we make them all one video with timestamps?" And then either you or someone else was like, "Well, Casey's would be half the video."
I mean, it's true. Why did they let me go to that side area if I can't get back up afterwards? They better not start me back over there. Okay, good. We are...
Duck Scout saying it does take a while to get used to the game's homing dash.
Yeah, it's
which I'm
pretty
assuming
strong.
is your main
Like
attack. Yeah.
it'll home in on stuff that I might not even be looking at. It seems like
It's
stuff that's like slightly off screen. It might home into.
like it's working a little too hard.
Grinding, boy. We didn't have no grind rails in the first one.
You got soap shoes?
Faster, faster, faster!
Yeah, this looks so much better.
Yeah, it's.
Oh my god.
I really do like the improved visuals of this. Like Spark still has kind of a cartoony shade over him. But other than that, like he's like just a real smooth looking character. Like he's got like nice smooth shadows, nice expressive face. Like I don't know what Spark is supposed to be, but like I do like his design. Like I like the art that he is.
Yeah. This is Jester. Real quick, over on Twitch, we have some subs from Sly Dante. Ooh. Oh my gosh, you Sly Devil Hunter. Thanks for subbing with Prime. There might be others. I think there's others. There it is. Incarnadine 72 gifted a sub. It's Italian. Cute. Keeper Dates subscribed. Oh, and has been for 9 months. Dang. Same with Incarnadine 72. Subscribe for yourself. And it's 9 months. Thanks. And a bunch of HME emojis. Thank you.
I just looked over and saw Sir George Lucas said, I know Sonic is a sex symbol, but Spark is greater than Sonic. I don't know that that's true, Sir George Lucas.
Sonic is absolutely a sex symbol, yeah.
Also, Spark is, this is Spark's subconscious who's going to catch us up on what's going on.
Oh, okay. Oh, Eric gifted me a sub. Thanks. I got to use my second wind.
Okay, so we are getting a recap. After college, couldn't find a job, became a street performer. Oh. Why my game just like minimized on its own?
Oh no.
It didn't affect the stream, but that was weird. Spark went to engineering school, and then everyone's robots went crazy. Something like that. It was all orchestrated by this guy.
Robots took his job.
And something called Clarity, apparently. Yeah, well, keep that in mind for later, okay? Anyways, this is when we went into our journey to stop him, and it's where we met this guy. Yep. He's complicated. So, like, he was supposed to be Freon's son, somehow, and Freon built him to eventually replace him, and it's by mere coincidence that he ended up looking like me. It's crazy talk. As you can probably tell, we don't really buy this story. More than likely, he's just another tyrant, just like his so-called dad. And, no surprise, he eventually defeated Freon. Now he runs an organization appropriately called the Fark Force. Why, you ask? To stop Clarity, they say. Clarity is the evil program that'll infect everything and take over the world. Yeah, right. Now, the world has been completely militarized. The internet was shut down, and we couldn't travel anymore. Everywhere you go, you see his goons. Man, I hate that faker. And to top it all off, he totally stole my looks. He's even named his army after himself. What a total narcissist. Oh, he didn't know what else to name it, he says. Finally, brings us to us. Remember that check from Armstrong? I do not. Yeah, well, all that money was suddenly gone. Internet was down, couldn't access it. Had to go to the bank to get it. As you can imagine, the lines were huge. That's when I had enough. And here we are, down with the Fark Force. He wants to take down this worldwide militaristic force because the lines are too long for him to cash his check. Like, that's his motivation? That's equally as stupid as the entire premise of the first game, where he was like, man, I really can't find a job with all this AI out in the world.
Yeah.
That's really dumb. Also, our full-on protagonist from the last game is just the bad guy now. So, like,
was he the bad guy during the last game?
Yeah, he must have just been a bad guy the whole time, I guess.
Or did he change? Oh, shoot. Eric giving out a code for Resident Evil Revelations.
Ooh.
I don't have that game.
What are all these side areas? Do I have to do all of these? Charge, Jester, Dash. Get to the goal. These are challenge stages.
And Deep Scrubs give 100 bits to say, Lampy gives 100 bits to say, Casey, we need to talk about your emote. LOL, great effort all around, though.
What emote?
Your Souls Champ emote, I assume.
Oh no! Can you stop minimizing my thing?
No, it can't. It physically cannot.
Why is this game doing that? Database, special moves.
Hunter Rogue says, I mean, pretty sure there's a Kirby game where the inciting incident is someone stole his cheesecake. Yeah, but like, that is a real crisis. If someone steals your cheesecake,
Yeah, you can't
gotta
just
go get
let
it.
that go unchallenged. Oh, okay. The charge dash is with B. But yeah, on the emote thing, I know everyone wants to go, oh, well, the winner of this should clearly be the Souls Champ. I just want to remind everyone, one, I did not create the title of Souls Champ. Okay? I keep having to retell this story. Like, it was given to me, one, because Nick proposed a challenge that I met him on. Like, Nick said, I'm the Souls Champ because XYZ, and said, if you do this, then you can be the Souls Champ. And so I did it. I just did what Nick said to do to be the Souls Champ. After that, Lampy made the emote, and it was decided that Lampy is the arbiter of what new challenge needs to be decided to move the title over. If Lampy says this video equals that, then fine. But personally, I don't think that's fair because Souls Champ is over a wide swath of Souls-like games, and this was one challenge in one Souls game. Like, the reason Jack doesn't have this title, because Jack is a monster at Souls games, is because Jack doesn't F with anything that's not a Souls game. Jack does not like Bloodborne, I believe, and he bounced off Sekiro super hard.
Oh, dang. People saying hold B, not press B.
Hold B, okay.
Yeah. Or hold left trigger, then press B.
Oh, okay, yeah, I was actually holding. Okay, that's what I was looking for from before.
Participation award champ. I love it.
Oh, I should have did the jump first.
Eric's comment is Casey, quote, participation award, unquote, champ. And Durego says, please respond to this burn. I think participation award champ is a great title. And if you tell me what the challenge is to get it, I will attempt it. Maybe not succeed, though. Lampy, what would be the next Souls Champ deciding challenge? I feel like it's time to throw that gauntlet down again. It's like, the pro wrestling.
It's not up
for
to
the
me.
tag team champion.
It's never been up to me.
Yeah, like you always got to have a new thing to keep up on. Oh my gosh, do you play Operation Raccoon City? Whoa. You're like one of 2 people I know that have played that game now.
Where am I? Okay. Like, I'm digging this platform challenge. Like, it's teaching me the mechanics, but like, it's also like fun platforming in general.
That's good to know. I don't know how these things are all floating around, but
You know.
I don't know. I just said.
Oh shit! Wow, the camera like really took me for a loop. How do I get up there? That's cool. You kind of get extra boost off the ramp if you're like moving at a certain speed.
I think that's how ramps work. Like if you move faster, you get.
But I'm gonna be honest. I didn't expect accurate physics here.
That's fair.
Like, that just works in a way that feels good. Yeah, so like night and day between the last game and this game, like
It
absolutely
seems
tons
like
of
it.
improvements.
It really seems like it.
Do I have to complete a certain number of medals before this will unlock? Perhaps. Like, it's not telling me. Oh, it does right there. I'm sorry, I couldn't see that because of the font. 6 freedom medals required. Okay, so I have 3 now. So I guess I got to do these side challenges things. until I have enough. And right now, these seem more like tutorials than anything else. But like, if this starts to ramp up in terms of challenge, and you're like using all the tools that they give you, oh my game keeps doing this thing.
Oh, Eric had a suggestion. Hang on, let me see if I can find it. Oh, also, Zubmer subscribe with Prime. Somehow I missed that. Thanks. Something about... Oh, no. I've lost it. Well, it was something about if it was, like, full screen windowed.
Oh, it is right now, yes. Is that an issue for this game?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, check if it's full screen or full screen borderless.
Yeah, I'll see if I can...
And then, I guess, change it to the... Lampy with 200 bits says, I might have considered this a decision event, but someone was sweaty and did their VO after the run, forfeiting their title. Laughy robot face.
What? What does he mean?
Jemate.
Oh, Jemate. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Yeah, Jemate did commentate after. He did. That's fair. He did do a sweaty run and then commentate afterwards.
Yeah. And that's why most of the rest of us have at least one clip of us going at some point, and Jemate never did. Oh, the official Deebs with a highlighted message saying Operation Breakfast 2 was not very good. LOL. Single player was outright bad. The multiplayer was mediocre in general, but there was one mode that they locked behind a pre-order bonus where Nemi shows up to target whoever is in first place, and that mode was actually pretty fun. Wow, so they locked the best mode to people who could only get to it if they pre-ordered. So even if the game, like, people were hyped about it and told their friends about it, their friends couldn't even play the fun mode. That's ridiculous. What a terrible decision. Also, do you want to point out Battle Masters? Marty? Way better than he pitched it as. Like, he came in like, oh, you know, I booted it up on my Switch and tried it.
You know,
yeah, you know. It was like, oh, how's this going to go? And the answer is, like, third place? Like, he did really good.
like really without trying whatsoever. Like,
yeah.
Like a real humble brag.
Zumber with 50 bits says, I hated Penny because it was too hard. Will I like Spark? What's Penny?
Yeah, what is Penny?
What is Penny? Is this like a Bofades? Like, is it gonna be like
a pen in these papers?
Yo!
Like, I
whatever that means.
Does that make any sense? Was
no,
that a thing?
It was not a thing. But I'm curious if it will be something like that. King Dead 42 with $2 says, did shipping Jemate's prize cost more money than the prize?
Yes, absolutely.
Astronomically more.
Like, way more.
I think Jack said, spoilers, I think he found it at like a garage sale or a thrift store or something for like $2. And the postage on Jemate's package was like $76.
It's really stupid.
So stupid. And I cannot believe that. Penny's Big Breakaway, I guess, is the game. Which,
yeah, I didn't like that game much at all.
What is Penny's Big Breakaway?
It's another one of these sort of like homage to like old school 3D platformers. It was like, you know, kind of a weird mascot-y looking character, but she uses like a yo-yo as like her platforming tool. But like the stuff, the yo-yo stuff doesn't feel all that good and precise and fun. And there wasn't like a lot of. Okay, I forgot. I need to do this thing because yeah, the game is constantly just wonking out on me. All right, so no, what, we want to know full screen? That we want to put it to window? That's what
I guess whichever one it's not on. Try the other one.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on Windows, but I need to make this.
And while you're doing that,
bigger.
Fungus Finder with $2 and says stream is missing a certain je ne sais quoi. That's really good. It's supposed to be je ne sais quoi, but it's je ne sais quoi. That's funny. I approve of that joke and I love it.
Is this like a weird widescreen?
But yeah, Jess doesn't have internet at the moment. Eric says that's 21 by 9. You want 16 by 9?
Yeah,
I don't know
right.
how how do you just know that off the top of your head, Eric?
No, I wanted something smaller than full 4K. Boom. Okay, there we go.
I have to look up what what's actual 920 resolution. Oh, it says it? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's why. Never mind. Makes perfect sense then. I
Uh,
thought he just looked at it and was like, now that's 2 by 45.
Licked his finger and put it to the wind.
Yeah. Just wipe my monitor real fast. I could taste that. My screen's a lot smaller, Lampy, and everybody, so that's why I didn't see the menu options.
Okay, so yeah, hopefully this will stop the thing from blinking out. Oh my god.
Those Bible verses. Yeah. Resolution 21:9 is my favorite Bible verse.
Oh, okay, I fudged that up.
George Lucas, yes. Dark Side Chronicles and Umbrella Chronicles are light gun games, or like rail shooter games for the Wii. Gonna be honest, I really want to play them. I have a Wii.
Did I do this
I don't
already?
have those games.
I think I might have done this already.
Oh, well, why are you doing it again?
I don't know.
But
I could have sworn I picked a different level than last time.
I do not have the Wii gun adapter, Lampy, but you know what? I do have a hand that can tilt forward, so I really don't need it.
Yo, Spark
Hey, it's
just launched into space.
Dower Dodger Esquire with 1,100 bits. That's so many bits.
It's a lot of bits.
Where'd you get all those bits? It says bits for Jess's internet. I don't think that'll speed it up, but I love it regardless. And the appreciation is much loved. Oh, Dead Aim? I think it was Sphere Hunter did a whole video on Dead Aim, and it made me want to play it because it looks very dumb in a lot of ways, but also silly in good ways. I want to play Dead Aim.
That's a light gun game?
It's the hybrid light gun game. So it was for like the PS2 gun that also had controller buttons on it. So when you're walking around in third person, and then when you go to shoot mode, you go to first person mode and have to hold the gun up and shoot the screen. And also there's a sneak mechanic, but like I don't think you ever have to use it. Oh my gosh, Resi 4 on the Wii, best version of Resi 4. I freaking love using the gun.
I played that version and I did not like it.
Really?
But to be fair, I didn't like any version of RE4. Oh no,
Really?
I missed.
You didn't like RE4? Oh.
I tried it several times. Like I've heard nothing but great things about it. I was already not big on Resident Evil, but like that one, you know, changed so much about Resident Evil in general. I was like, maybe this will be the one, and it just wasn't the one.
Dang.
Like I don't know where I am anymore.
VR is a lot of the same stuff. Well, if Meta wants to give me a MetaQuest whatever.
Oh, I did buy that. I did buy that game in VR because again, I was like, maybe the VR version will be the one that gets
Did
me
you play
through
it?
it. I've not tried it yet. I keep
Oh, okay.
forgetting that I have it. Maybe I'll stream that sometime down the road. You try to do RE4 in VR.
That'd be fun. Ooh, another code for Septerracore. Septerracore?
Septerracore?
Septerracore.
What is that?
I don't know. It's a game that Eric just gave the code out for. I guess whoever gets it, please let us know. And Sir Arthur with 5 R.
Check this out. there's a shop for the things you collect.
Oh shoot,
That
cool.
didn't exist the last game. You collected all sorts of stuff, but there was nothing to do with it.
Well, now you could do something with it.
Oh, you can charge the spin move. Oh, we haven't really been doing a lot of
Arthur with
fighting.
5R. It says, did he just go, I know it's too much nonsense, but here's an obligatory convoluted plot in PowerPoint format?
Yeah, pretty
Is
much.
that how this game started?
Yeah, he went like, yo, this is a really dumb story, but here it is, and there you go.
I can appreciate someone leading with, this is a dumb story, but here it is anyway.
That's sort of what I liked about the first game, is that
Yeah.
it was kind of knowingly really stupid. And the second game somehow just got real edgy and like completely kind of threw some of the knowingness out of the window. Or at least it put it to the point where like we couldn't tell anymore, at least I couldn't tell anymore, that this wasn't up its own ass a little bit. So it does feel refreshing for it to come back to this character who was kind of like, yeah, this is real dumb. I just want my check, and that's why I'm here.
Fair.
Like, I need to get paid, so I'm going to take down this tyrannical government organization.
The FARC squad.
The FARC Force.
FARC Force. And Lampy with 200 bits. It says Resi 4 VR for HME for some Hot Monday energy. I'm for it. I want to watch Casey try and play. Try and play Resi 4 in VR and see how long it takes for him to tap out.
Would that count as a hidden gem? Played RE4
That's
VR?
why we call it Hot Monday energy. We don't have to be shackled.
But the VR version might still be, you know, an unknown quantity.
I don't think they've sold more than 10,000
like VR
MetaQuest.
Oh,
Yeah,
MetaQuest themselves.
So
the
chances
install
are,
base is less than 10,000.
yeah. So chances are there is less than that.
Oh, I don't have
That's
enough bits
bet.
for this. All right, I'll come back and get the speed buff when I'm not broke.
Oh, Deep's talking about Resident Evil Outbreak. If any Resident Evil game needs a remake, it's Resident Evil Outbreak, because the other games were good.
This is a boss.
Like Resident Evil 2 and 3 were good when they came out the first time. Resident Evil Outbreak could have been good and deserves a second chance because it's got some issues, but it could be awesome.
There's a parry button.
Oh, snap. Did I promise the community more Dark and Darker, George Lucas? All right. I'll just take your word for it. Any excuse to play more Dark and Darker, I'm here for it.
They've got a rock, paper, scissors-esque system for the combat here. And you can parry attacks, but yellow attacks can't be parried. And say green attacks are grabs, so you got to get out of the way of those two.
So, like, you have to dodge a green. Parry another.
I messed that up.
Oh,
Right before the attack.
dang, he just
Come on.
slapped you.
You really did.
So apparently it's a JRPG with 140 characters.
There
But I'm
it
assuming
goes.
that means, like, playable characters, not, like, it's Twitter length. What are my thoughts on Dungeonborn? So I actually played Dark and Darker after Dungeonborn, because Dungeonborn was newer. So bye, love you too, have fun. And I didn't like it. It felt real spongy. It wasn't super fun. It felt like a little janky in like a cheap way. And then I played Dark and Darker, and I was like, oh, Dungeonborn is a carbon copy of this. Like, all of the weird jank that Dark and Darker has is like from it trying to do something feeling different. And oh, she just walked by. I'm sorry, I can't tell her you said that. I'll try and remember to said that when she gets back deep. That like it's absolute, like, even how enemies act, where it's like if you hit the goblin enemy enough times it turns and runs away. Like even Dungeonborn even copied that.
Yeah, it's pretty
And it was
shameless
like-
in that way.
Yeah, and it just didn't feel as good. And I have a friend who told me like PvP is better in Dungeonborn, like it feels more fair. And that could make sense. It feels pretty harsh and Dark and Darker, but I just like Dark and Darker more. I thought it was a lot more fun. Oh, the menu layout, literally a copy of it. Like how everything's set up, where like it is. I feel bad playing it because of how much of a copy it feels like.
This cutscene really feels like your little brother playing with his Dragon Ball Z toys.
Yeah.
Like I'm kind of into it though. Yeah, so pretty simple boss battle. Like maybe because it was the first one, it wasn't.
That makes sense.
It wasn't trying to do a lot, but like I'm already a bigger fan of its combat mechanics because it's more clear what they're trying to do in terms of, hey, here's an attack coming, block it or parry it.
Yeah.
Very simplistic as of right now, though. I don't know how quickly the complexity in terms of the combat or the platforming is going to ramp up.
Well, still got over an hour. We'll find out. Somewhat.
Do I have enough? Oh, I don't have enough. I guess I didn't do enough collecting of things.
CJ, so to ship Jamaic's prize costs more than buying it at a yard sale. Yeah, like what's 75? What's half of 75? Or 37? Like 37 times more money. It was so much more.
Get to the
Hey, Paul, Saint Monday is out of internet, so used it all up. No more internet for her. So it's just us today. But don't worry, she'll be back. But not next week, because no one's going to be here next week, because Casey and I will be at PAX.
Yeah. Look forward to that.
Yeah, so if any of you are going to PAX, say hello. We're going to be looking at games and stuff. And then also Jack and I are doing our RPG panel about Dungeon Master problem solvers on Sunday.
I should have probably stepped on that.
I'm probably, yeah.
There we go. Little Hot Wheels booster.
Straight up is one of those Hot Wheel boosters. Hey, True Mandalorian. You subscribed for 9 months. Cool. Oh, it said I had to be late so I could watch Battle Masters. Congrats, Jess and Jamate. Casey, you're still Souls Champ in my heart. With the Souls Champ emoji. Thanks, True Mando. And Eric says, Casey, try the special moves in the air.
Wait, what special moves?
I don't know. Just special moves in the air. Hold on to that rail going upside down. You got magnet feet?
Of course, I'm a Spark an Electric Jester. Every Spark the Electric Jester has magnet feet. Duh.
Oh, okay. Is that why he's so good? Because his magnet feet? Denmark with $2 says, PAX, pack of what? Penny Arcade Expo in Seattle, Washington. This weekend. This Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Come check out lots of stuff. Specifically one panel from Jack and Jesse, but also a lot of video games. Panels from other people. Other things, I'm sure. I'm looking forward to playing a lot of demos.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. Get to talk to devs. Meet some industry folk. Play some indies. And also hang out with my crew. Second Wind Bros. Oh, God, he shot me dead in the face.
Magnet Jester. Yep.
Here's what special moves Eric was talking about.
Anything cool we're looking forward to seeing? There are some horror games that I have signed up to look at, which I'm very excited for. I'm also very excited to. Particular thing I'm looking forward to is looking forward into the audience from the stage and talking at people
and giving a forward.
And giving a forward. Exactly. PAX Unplugged is in Philly, and I really hope I can make it to that one. I don't know if I can. But PAX Unplugged, if you're on the East Coast and you like tabletop games, that's a whole convention. About, shockingly, tabletop games. That's the Unplugged part. We might visit the Seattle Space Needle. I think we're going to try and do a little bit of sightseeing, but most of what we're doing is going to be work. So
Yeah.
I don't know how much sightseeing time we'll have. I mean, if I can make it to the Space Needle, cool.
Oh my god. That was an
my
entire
God,
train.
What just happened?
I just got hit by a train is what happened.
Dang. Garrison Lee saying you can also hold dash on the rail for a boost, but it uses energy.
Yeah, they told me that when I'm going down, I can press X to crouch, and that speeds me up. But like I'm holding dash the whole time, but I need to keep pressing it. It seems like to like maintain that boost. But I really like the idea that like crouch when you're going downhill and let it go when you're going uphill. Like it keeps you engaged with the grinding in a fun way where it's not just super automatic.
Yeah.
Like, it's not spammy where it's like, yeah, if I keep hitting the dash button, then I'll go faster, sure. But like I also need to do that to maintain speed going uphill because I can't crouch anymore. So like it makes that whole level way more engaged than if I was just kind of literally on rails and just being carted around via the thing. And I don't think the Sonic games do that. Like I don't know if they have extra mechanics on the grinding sections in those, as opposed to kind of just taking like, because some of the big Sonic set pieces are kind of little mini cutscenes. Like you'll just do like a big loop-de-loop or big grind rail section, and like the camera zooms out and you have kind of no control other than like maybe pressing forward at most.
Right.
Oh god. What are you doing to your plushie there?
I'm trying to put Grinderbin a little more secure.
Dang.
But I straight knocked him off. There we go. I think that works. What if I do this? Oh, if I turn it like this.
Oh, this guy looks kind of cool.
There we go. That's a little better.
The Guardian. Oh, he's okay. He attacks way faster than the other guy.
Oh yeah.
I also forgot which
Looks
button
real quick.
I forgot which button was the counter button. There we go. Oh, I can't do anything when he's yellow, right?
Like that Coldplay song? Oh my gosh. Did you just parry that?
Yeah, whatever that attack was.
That was cool.
What are you doing to me?
I think fighting you.
Oh, that's not enough time to react when he starts that yellow move.
There were more bits above True Mando's thing. Oh shoot, hang on. I'm missing them. Oh, there was. It was from you, Lampy. I'm sorry. Lampy with 100 bits. It says, while this game does capture a lot of the magic of good 3D Sonic games, I'll take your word for it. I've never played any. Its music is rather lacking. It doesn't go nearly as hard as Crush 40 in Sonic Adventure 2. Was it the first game that the music I really liked, or was it the first and second game?
I wanted the soundtrack from the second game, so I can't speak to the first one.
Okay, so it was the second game.
Yeah, the second game.
How do you feel about the soundtrack? Do you also agree that it's not going as hard?
I think it's good, but it's that's a tall order to try to go up against the Sonic Adventure 2 soundtrack. So I don't think it's fair to like put it up against that, because that was kind of like a generational soundtrack in that game.
But not a Sonic generational soundtrack. That's a whole different soundtrack.
Yeah, that probably had a different soundtrack.
Is butt rock? Is that the genre? Or is that the Shadow the Hedgehog?
I love that genre name, but I could not identify butt rock if given the opportunity.
If you had three
like
genres
three different
in a row.
songs, like, hey, which one of these is butt rock? I'm like, I don't know.
Oh, and I don't know if that's the correct game because one of the Sonic, is Butt Rock, but that might be the Shadow game.
Sage Snake wrote Booty Pop.
Booty Pop sounds like a great genre.
I fucking
Booty
love
Bop.
that as a genre name.
Booty Bop? Yeah.
Booty Bop.
Booty Bop.
Who is this character talking to us now? The castle had a guardian, guarding it every day and every night, all alone. The guardian was very good at his job, but nonetheless, he was just a young boy.
Helix Snake says Butt Rock is like all of Crush 40 and the Metal Gear Rising soundtrack. But I don't know Metal Gear Rising. But you played it. I like this art style. Oh, go ahead.
So E40's who did the Sonic Adventure 2 soundtrack? Is that what they're saying?
Crush 40.
Not E40. My bad. That's entirely different.
Who's E40?
E40's a rapper.
Oh.
But Crush 40, they did Sonic Adventure 2.
Was
that not a collection of artists, or did they?
I'm assuming the main stuff. So like the
Escape from the City and Live and Learn. That stuff is them. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Like the big rocky, like the hair metal sounding rock is them. I'm assuming.
Probably. Are they the one that do the Sonic Heroes song?
That does sound like the same people, but those are different games, so I don't know.
Okay.
Well, yeah, Lampy says they do a lot of Sonic music, so maybe yeah.
Okay.
The boy and girl began to talk in secret. In no time, the boy and the girl became very good friends. It was because of their friendship that in secret, the girl manifested a body of her own. I'm sorry, what?
You know.
She didn't have a
as
body
you do.
when this started?
Well, no, she's manufactured one of her own.
How was it a girl?
She's
Like
manufactured.
in spirit?
Manufactured body. Just put together a body.
From here on, the relationship
Made it.
continued to grow and grow and grow. This is when the girl revealed her secret. This body's not real. We're special, she said. The whole castle was built to conceive me, she continued. What? You are my treasured guardian, and together we have a destiny.
So she was birthed from the castle?
And that was the castle's purpose, was to birth her. The girl continued to explain what made her special. She explained she had a higher level of consciousness and looked at everyone with pity. Oh, this is not going well, as they were not able to perceive the world as she did. This is a god complex in the making. The boy was fascinated by the girl, and from that day onwards, the boy and the girl formed an even stronger bond. But unfortunately for the two, one day, the castle staff found out about the two and took the girl away from the boy. The young guardian was overcome with anger and sorrow. He mourned for days, which quickly turned into weeks. In those days, he deeply reflected about her and the castle staff. He did not like the castle staff. They were distant, never came close unless absolutely necessary. He was always alone, ever since he came into being. She was the only one who made him feel complete. But one day, he heard her voice coming from the walls. They used "but one day" so often. The girl had returned, this time without her body. At first, the boy thought the castle the boy thought the castle staff had permanently changed her, but he was overcome with joy when he realized she was still the same as she once was.
Just without a body.
I just had to act nice, she continued. From that day on, they promised to each other that they would fulfill their destinies together. Their destiny?
World domination.
The world of meaningless life. I feel like we missed a big part of their conclusion to get here. The girl wished to share her higher level of being with everyone else, to bring a new, brighter world. To this goal, the boy adopted a new, more domineering personality, a new name, and a remotely controlled body. Okay, so this is the origin of the big bad Freon, and I guess Clarity is this AI thing that doesn't have a body.
Okay.
This pleased the girl. Together, they banished the castle staff and forcefully persuaded every robot to follow their will. With everything in place, their plan was set in motion. But the boy felt a deep anxiety. He knew he was inferior to the girl. He did not share her level of consciousness. He could never have her level of consciousness. So he had an idea. Together with the girl, they conceived a child.
How? I mean, she's birthed from a castle, so what?
Yeah.
However they want, I guess, is the answer.
They figured it out. It would be created by her, but built on his image. The child was created with unlimited potential, a potential he would grow into over the course of his life. Their child would take the place of someone else and be set out in the world with only one goal. No, I think this is Fark.
Not Spark.
This is Fark's origin story. To kill his own father and take his place. But the boy had one final wish for his child. He wished that the child would be sent out with no memories of who he was or why he was created. Why, though?
No idea.
He wanted the child to realize his destiny by himself, just like he did. You know what? That's fair. With the child being conceived, it eased the boy's anxiety. Feeling better, they proceeded with their plan, and with that, this marks the end of our tale. That's really dumb.
That's Spark.
I don't think that's Spark.
I called it in the first game.
Looks
Spark's
like
a robot.
Fark.
But it's going to be Spark.
But it wasn't Spark because Spark and Fark have existed in the same plane in several occasions.
Right, but that wasn't the origin story of Fark. That was the origin story of Spark. I bet.
How? They're different things.
Yeah. Fark has a different origin story. The twist is Spark was a robot all along. I'm sticking by this. I said it in the first game.
I don't see it.
I'm gonna keep
as dumb as this game story is. That's a bridge too far.
Is it a bridge that makes just slightly too much sense? Like, no, it's got to be weirder than that.
I feel like this game is dumb, mind you. Like in terms of its story plot, like they are knowingly painting a really ridiculous plot. Yeah. But the stuff in the middle, in terms of like the bad guy organization and Fark's stuff, they are taking that weirdly serious. Like they basically gave you a beginning and ending as to why the big bad and Fark, the new big bad, exist and what their motivations are, to the point where it's like mixing that up with this idiot feels wrong because Spark has nothing to do with any of that. Like Spark is trying to get paid.
Why would they make a robot child that mimicked some random ass kid named Spark?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Spark said he doesn't buy that it was random.
Yeah.
Like, that does seem too coincidental.
It's Spark.
So, yeah, we don't know what role he plays into this, but... I don't know. I'm going to push back. Why? That felt like I should have went higher. What's back there? Why is there stuff behind me?
Helix Snake says, "It is never explained. I have talked to the developer. He does not have an answer." I don't know if that's true, but that's very funny.
What is fighting?
I liked hearing it, whether it's true or not.
I'm getting shot through this shipping container. That's what was hitting me. Bullets from within the earth.
Where bullets come from?
You know what? On some level, yes.
Or do they come from space? Because everything comes from space?
Yeah, we are all made of stars.
Yeah. Lampy says, "This is why we need Jess to be a third vote." To which I said, "That's true, but also I'm still going to be right, I bet." And Lampy says, "We could be both wrong," which is true. Somehow, neither of us could be correct in this.
I'm underwater right now. For some reason.
Flair says, "You see, when two people love each other very much, they can make a child out of robot parts and then program them to kill their father." Yep.
But then take their memories so that they come to that conclusion on their own, just like you did.
Yep.
How's this the exit? It's close.
All right, we're 1 hour in, so halfway through. How you feeling about this one compared to 1 and 2?
This is
just as a game,
a massive improvement in terms of a gameplay experience. Like, I'm easily having a lot more fun with just the mechanics and the navigation and like the stuff put in front of me. I like the boss fights don't feel like I mean, they are very mashy, like I'm just hitting a bunch of buttons for the most part, but they do break that up with the enemy attacking in such a way that I do need to react to it.
That's cool.
So like there's not like a lot of pushback still, but the experience is a lot more enjoyable in general. I am back at the start, aren't I?
Well, what are you doing there?
I
Go
don't know,
through
like,
that door that says exit.
yeah, there was another door that said exit, but it was closed and didn't actually take me anywhere. Look, exits there all over the place.
That's a fire hazard. Labeled an exit, but you can't get out? Oh my gosh.
Warning.
Oh no, why is this active fire right by missiles? There's so many OSHA violations here. George Lucas Jester 1 was a side scroller, like a OG Sonic game. I like these little metal gears.
Stuff is just spawning right in my damn face. Okay, you're a problem. You gotta die.
Eric says this is a score attack stage. You need to get
Oh,
points.
I need to get a score. How do I score?
It's on the
Just
center
fighting?
top right segment of the hood. I know.
So the exits are locked until I score high. Like
Yeah.
Destroy all the opposition. Where's my score currently? 24,000. I see it on the side.
Yeah. I really like when people write HUD for HUD in all caps. It's like, I understand it's HUD, and I understand it's heads-up display. But when it's just in all caps, I just, like, in my mind, I read it as, like, HUD. Like, it's just, like, a completely different way to read compared to everything else that came before it. It just makes me smile.
Oh, the exits are open. Minimum score
Oh.
reached. So yeah, he definitely figured out ways to make you engage with the stuff he put in the game, like the combat, for example. Like
Yeah.
I could just run around and pass by everything in like the more open levels, but here's one where it's like, nope, fight a bunch of shit and then you can leave. And it's like, I mean, the combat's not super complicated or nothing, but it's also not like it's not offensive. Like I don't dislike mashing buttons and seeing cool things happen.
Yeah. I like
So if
this
gotta,
world map.
Spend one little level, making use of those mechanics, then why not?
Yeah.
All right, I forgot about the store. He's telling me don't forget to stop by because I totally did.
You have so much money.
Yeah, I've got a lot
Please
more money
come
now.
to the store.
Yeah, and if we're gonna have more fighting challenges, then it makes sense that maybe I can buy some fighting moves.
That makes sense. George Lucas asked Jesse, "Are you a Mega Man enjoyer?" Not really. I remember playing some of the originals on the Nintendo when I was a wee babby, and was like, "This is hard, and I don't understand it. This is a cool power where I get to throw robot snakes at people, but it sucks, and I don't understand how anything works." And it kind of turned me off to Mega Man. And I've never wanted to really get into a Mega Man. Maybe I'd like him. I don't know. Is there? You're a fan of Mega Man. If for folks like me, what would you say is a good entry point?
The X series, like
Yeah?
I'm not as big a fan of regular Mega Man as I am just Mega Man X. Mega Man X is a more accessible experience, even though it is still kind of hard as shit. Like I didn't realize how hard it was until I got older and started playing some of the other Mega Man X games, because I'm so used to just the first one, which is what I played over and over and over again. So like I just know that like the back of my hand. But those games in general are pretty tough. Or even you could even go so far as the ZX series, which also further like just gives you more options in terms of like how you move around that world and stuff. Like the older Mega Mans are very precise like action platformers, and they're super unforgiving. So
Yeah,
like,
I don't really
you can get super
like.
frustrated with those. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like precise action platformers.
Like if it was like one or the other,
Mm-hmm.
I can maybe recommend it, especially with like the old like NES sensibilities. But since you're doing both, like you feel weak and like your every jump is like super dangerous and like your progress gets reset hard as hell if you F up. But you know what? It may be worth giving them a try now that you have like the sorts of like rewind options in like the compilations. Like you can do like save states. Like it's probably like way less frustrating doing it that way.
Okay. I want to talk about rewind options, but we have two things I got to mention in chat, and then we'll get back to that. One is Eric has subscribed for 9 months and says, and the child was born. I think it could be make a better joke as 9 months, but honestly, I can't think of one for the moment. Let's be honest. This is just to avoid paying Twitch Turbo. Fair. And speaking said, if you like RPG stuff, maybe Battle Network. I do like RPG stuff. So. I hated Battle Network. You hated Battle Network?
Yeah, folks were real mad at me when I reviewed that collection.
Oh, and you were like,
Yeah, like these games are boring, and every single one of them is just like the last.
Denmark with $5 coming in hot on Casey's heels, saying, "I think Mega Man X is bad and easy. Start with Mega Man 11." Not at Mega Man XI? Like they just went back to numbers after X?
Because that one was in the vein of the older ones.
Wait, so
they
11.
10 and 11.
Wait, so Mega Man. There's a Mega Man X as a series because there's a Mega Man X2.
Yeah, X is not 10. X is X.
Wait,
like,
but is there a Mega Man 10?
There is a Mega Man 10. There's 10 and 11. But those came way after the last old school Mega Man. I think it was Mega Man 8 for like a long time. Then they came out with Mega Man 9 and then Mega Man 10. And then I think 11 was like the one that had older sensibilities but like a new engine and art style. But 9 and 11 were like throwbacks. Like they made them in like NES style graphics. They were like much more recent games.
Okay. That sort of makes sense. Maybe. So when... Okay, now I gotta... So, excuse me, Grinder, but I have to look around you. Mega Man 10. When did that come out? Okay, Mega Man 10 came out in...
Oh, wait, I don't have any
2010. Jeez. Okay.
Yeah, not that long ago.
So when did Mega Man 9...
How do I assign my powers to my pad?
2008. Okay. Weird. All right.
Upgrades.
I thought X was 10. And like they were just like, oh, at 10, we're just going to like change it up a little bit with the naming convention.
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah, X is not the number, funnily enough. Because like there had only been 8 other Mega Mans before that. And those were all on NES, and then Mega Man X was like the first one on SNES.
Yeah. I mean, yes, numerically they are missing some numbers, but like if they're using the Windows numbering system, like that's not unusual. Oh, there was a thing I wanted to bring up. Oh, rewind functions. Okay. I think the rewind functions are a important part of like legacy gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, okay, things were super hard. We don't have the time we used to have. We got to kind of, add a thing to make it a little easier and to make it so you don't lose all your progress. That said, I kind of feel like if you need the rewind option, either the game is not for you, or the game wasn't really made well to begin with, and it was a purposeful quarter muncher. And that's just a way to still be able to enjoy it
Without
like
having to
enjoy
pay
the
the
whole
quarters,
thing.
right?
But like it's not really good. It's not really
I
well made.
I disagree
Yeah.
because there's a different sensibility with the design of some of those games back then, which is especially for something like the Mega Man series. Is those games were built for replayability. Like you didn't have a million games at your disposal at any given time, so you would have one game that you got for like a birthday or something, and
Right.
that's what you played for like 6 months to a year to 2 years, like forever. So like it did need to be kind of crushingly difficult because you're gonna spend time with it. Like if you play it so often that and everything is so easy, like you get through it in like one sitting. Because that I can get through Mega Man X in 2 hours. Like I beat it on stream with Marty like forever ago. Because that's just how often I've played that game. But like, if it was easy to do that, then like the cost of those things were like $60, $80 back then. You are not getting your money's worth. But that experience of me learning all of that over the course of my childhood into adulthood is well worth the amount of money I paid for it.
But I feel like but it didn't take you 2 hours gosh. Okay. So yes and no, I agree with parts of that. Oh, first of all, Lampy says RB and a directional to assign the powers in the shop.
Okay.
Thanks, Lampy. I think that is true. Because like I feel that way about like the first Resident Evil, where like, oh, it takes a long time to learn everything, and like you have to balance your saves and do all this stuff, and then once you can beat it in an hour with a knife. But like that takes a lot of work, and it's certainly not that fast the first time you try it. But like I feel like a lot of times some of the games, not all of them, some of them, to make them palatable, have to have the rewind feature because they're just cheaply made. Like they are not, I don't know, maybe I'm just bitter and bad at games. It's like they're not good enough to be enjoyable unless you have Stockholm Syndrome.
I just don't agree. Like it's our level of patience that rewind feature is serving the purpose of. Like it's not on the game that you as a player needs the rewind in order to like get over the frustration of having to meet its challenge. Like these older games in particular, like I won't say the same for like newer ones. Like a lot of racing games will give you that redo now. When like, you're playing single player and like you crash off the course, they're like, oh, just rewind a little bit so you can keep going.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that's the same thing. Like that speaks more to your point. Is like that's kind of a cushion for you being bad at the game. Whereas this is more like these games earn their medal as being experiences that were worthy of lasting up to today. And now for someone either wanting to come back to it for the first time or like, re-hit that nostalgia and not hold on to the skill level that they required, then this lets you, coast through it a little bit.
Yeah. All right. I'm walking back on this a little bit. I'm seeing your point. I think there are some games that I just think were shittily made, and then
I mean that is
them
just true in general.
For
Though of course there are some games that are shittily made. All right, so I tried what you said, Lampy, where I pressed R button, RB, and like use the D-pad, but it's telling me that nothing is selected. So like I need to equip
in
this
the shop?
somewhere. Yeah, I went back to the shop. Do I do it in the shop?
Yeah,
like, RB doesn't
shop.
do anything in the shop.
Do you have to go in the now do it?
Oh, okay. Boom, that does it. So what else did I buy here? Did I just buy the one thing? And my other moves are like just...
George Lucas, yes, I'm saying bad games need a rewind function to make them palatable.
Charge shot. Is this like a...
Because at least they'll waste less of your time. And maybe that's it. Maybe that's my core thesis in this, is that I feel like if you need the rewind function, so you're spending less time with the game, you're not going to enjoy the game. Like, if that's a stipulation, then like, it's just not going to work out for you. But if you're curious about it and you just kind of like breeze through it or whatever, then it might be more useful. Also, yeah, I'll stop there. Let that thought linger.
Not enough energy.
Maybe someone in chat will prove me wrong.
Something's supposed to be like in my way here. Kind of just moving with impunity.
Nope, just go. You can just go. True Mando, yeah, the rewind features on like the Nintendo Switch Online and PS5 stuff, I do think they're very helpful. And like, I think it's better that they exist, for sure.
Oh shit, I fucked up. Okay, I think this is just like a straight up speed challenge.
Yeah, just how fast can you go for
like,
how long?
Yeah, like maintain top speed as far as long as possible.
Also, aw, dang. Also, it could very well be, I just don't like those types of games. So the rewind feature just informs me that they're still not for me.
Yeah, like if that functionality didn't fix your dislike of them for you, then yeah.
Maybe it's just not my game. And good news, it's okay to like and dislike all the stuff.
Yeah, video games aren't your dad.
It's true.
They're not gonna force you to like them.
Speakeasy, yes, that's also if you have the fast forward feature, really good for grindy games. That was
Oh yeah, and like RPGs, yeah.
that was the thing. I played Phantasy Star. Was it 3? One of the ones
yeah,
that's
I remember
on,
that. Yes.
Yeah, on the Sega Mega Collection on Steam, and like fascinating plot, really cool. I was playing it in fast forward because it's super grindy, and it was still too grindy for me. Like, I just could not handle the amount of work I had to do to get any sort of plot advancement, as good as the plot was.
Wall jump challenge. Let's see what that be about. I really like that these challenges hone in on specific things. Like it's still.
It's really cool.
Ooh, what the hell? Why am I like glowing red?
Ooh, Helix.
Why are you so slidey, boy?
It's red ice. Why'd your outfit change?
I don't know.
Okay.
No, I don't think it changed. He's wearing the same outfit, but he just has kind of a red glow about that.
Oh, because you're like in a shadow of a red thing, so it's casting a red light on you.
Very short.
Got it.
It's a very short challenge.
Helix Snake with a hint saying, also, if you hold Y, you can launch enemies if you've broken their stance. This makes combat more fun because you can air juggle.
I mean, air juggling is pretty awesome.
Ooh, and Deep saying, don't like OG Mega Man, but like Mega Man X. Okay, so maybe I should start with Mega Man X.
Yeah, try X.
Where can I play X? Like, where's the spot where I can play it?
I don't remember. It's if you have Nintendo Online, I think it's in like the base SNES store. It's also on SNES Classic if you have access to that. It's also in the Mega Man X collection.
Okay, yeah, I have SNES Classic on just on a Switch.
Yeah, I think in the Switch store it's on there.
Well, sweet.
There's also a remake version of X for the Vita.
Is it called Y?
It's called Mega Man X Maverick Hunter, and it has like redone visuals and like anime cutscenes to tell the story.
Oh, fun. I don't have a Vita though.
It's pretty sick.
And Lampy with 200 biddies saying, unfortunately, the game will hit a wall. Wait, nope, sorry. Unfortunately, the game... Can you not get in my way? Little pop-ups on Twitch? Stop it. Unfortunately, the game will hit the brakes kind of hard soon and become rather grindy because you'll need medals to unlock new levels. You're basically still in the tutorial section. Oh my gosh. Lampy, how have you already played every game that we play on these streams?
I think Lampy just looks stuff up. That's my theory. Like Lampy is like an encyclopedic knowledge of information that he's cribbed from the internet.
Oh, apparently played it ages ago from Marty's recommendation. Do you time travel, Lampy? Like what? I don't understand. You and then you remember. Like I'll play a game and it'll be like, that was a good time. I should remember this game, and then I'll never think of it again until someone else brings it up and it's like, oh yeah. I was supposed to remember this. But my brain don't work. Jonathan Bronx. Oh, you flying? In that case, are there any games, stories you wish were more entertaining, so you could continue with the plot? Wait, so you wish like that the story was better? A lot of games.
Yeah, that's probably just a ton of games.
So many.
No, I feel that way about Wanted Dead, because I really clicked with that game. Oh my gosh. With his combat and stuff, and the world is super interesting, and like the main character is like just quirky enough, but like man, that story is like all over the place and dumb.
See, and I feel the opposite way. I don't want to do the gameplay. I just want that story because it's so dumb. But the game itself I didn't find fun. But I wish I could have stuck with it because it was absolutely bananas. So if you play the game, and then I just pay attention to the cutscenes, and then we can both get through it together. What a weird game that was. Oh my gosh.
Like if that had a story that was like more like, say, Ghost in the Shell or something, because that world is definitely like a riff on like that sort of a cyberpunk universe. That would be like just my favorite new IP. Period.
Yeah, I would go broke watching that movie show. Like I want a Netflix series of that game. And I want it done in the like graphical style of the game itself. Like don't make it animated, don't change it up, don't like keep it the same cheesy look. And Lampy saying he didn't remember much until it just came streaming back from when we were playing it. Okay.
Again. Shit. I used my big air boost thingy. I couldn't use this.
And Deep saying Mega Man X Legacy Collection for all those interested. Have Mega Man X 1 through 4, and it's $20 on Steam.
Yeah, I have the Mega Man collection, the X collection, and the ZX collection. I've been meaning to play through all of them, but I've really only messed with the X collection so far. Everything else is in the backlog.
Yeah. Jonathan Ross says, Jesse, that would just be Let's Play. Wait and do it for Hidden Gems. Can we do that? Can we just have a full playthrough of Wanted Dead where you play the game that you like, and then we all be quiet during the cutscenes and watch them, and then make fun of them while you play the game? And enjoy and appreciate it, and then the next cutscene happens. Can we do that? Can we just make that a series? I mean, a limited run series? Who's gonna stop us? We're on the clock. We just start doing a thing. As long as we're not doing it when someone else is streaming, who can stop us? Just play Turok. I had an idea. I was curious how many Turok games I could play on a stream. I love Turok 1. I think that game is amazing. And Turok 3 from Night Dive just came out recently, which I never played and I want to. And like the Turok 2008. Say what?
I've only played 2 Dinosaur Hunter.
No, the first one was called Dinosaur Hunter.
What the hell was the second one called? Seeds of Evil?
It was called Seeds of Evil.
Okay, yeah, I played that one.
Oh, okay.
I spent a lot of time in multiplayer for Turok 2.
Yeah, I played a little bit of that. You could be a raptor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Stupid ass story. I
Okay.
had a dream
Right.
that I was a raptor in Turok, running
Becomes.
around this one map in particular that has like this big pit in the middle of like a big open room.
Yeah.
And because I was the raptor, I was fast enough to jump from one side of the pit over the top of everything to the other side of the pit. Now, I had this dream before I knew what Turok was.
What?
Exactly. When I got Turok and played that game and had the raptor, I was like, I dreamt this to my brother. I'm like, I had a dream that this happened like months ago. So that is my strongest piece of evidence that I have latent psychic powers. Because
That's not psychic. That's forethought, foreclosure, foresight,
or clairvoyance, whatever.
clairvoyance. Yeah. You see the future.
I have like maybe one or two other like small incidences where like I feel like I had a dream of a thing that happened and then that thing happened. But that one is the the most clear in my mind. Like, because I remember talking to my brothers about I thought I was playing this weird video game. And I was like a raptor and shit, blah, blah, blah. And then we had Turok. It was like, this is what I was talking about.
Was there a level with a big pit you could jump over?
Yes, it's a multiplayer map.
That's freaking wild.
New boss, Area 3, protest.
Long as I said Casey, that's what we call a brain hiccup. But that was a brain hiccup from the past, telling the future. So unless the brain hiccup or like maybe you saw like a screenshot from.
I mean, maybe like it was
but...
it's possible, but like I don't remember the events in that way where like I was aware of what it was I was seeing, but like I distinctly felt in the moment where I was playing the game, this was the thing that I had remembered from a dream forever ago. But like, I think that's how deja vu works anyway, right? Where it's like something that should be in short-term memory gets logged in long-term memory. So it's like
is that what it is?
That's what I've heard. So that could very well be just that. But again, like I also remember telling this to my my brothers who were around me. So that adds like an extra layer of. Yeah, I do remember you talking about dinosaurs.
I feel like the story of Casey's life isn't being told in linear fashion. Yeah, maybe not.
This one, zoom across the money. Yeah, that I want to do.
And Lampy with 100 bits says, "Did you jump over the pit and then say to yourself, 'Clever girl'?" Because you should have. You absolutely should have.
I guess I should have.
That's what I'll call the dinosaur stream. We'll call it Clever Girl.
I don't know what purpose this serves. That I can slow down on the rail to charge up electricity. Like, why?
Because for sparks. To Electric Jester, clearly.
I guess I walked into that. Do I just buy? I just realized there aren't upgrades in this. I guess you just buy a new power.
Yeah. They went full capitalism. You can't find the powers anymore. You gotta buy them.
That went. Okay, we'll save up to 2,000 and then we'll get that new skin. I completely forgot that was a big part of this game is collecting new powers, and there aren't any. Though again, I didn't really notice because the base mechanics are fun.
Yeah.
I just run around with Jester's core moveset is okay.
I mean, it's pretty good when you just have the core moveset and you're like, I'm still having fun, and then find out there's more. That's a solid thing. Also, Elias Nat says, Deja Velociraptor. Love it. Y'all are on it for tonight. I have heard of a game called Geist, Sir George Lucas. I've never played it, though.
Yeah, wasn't that on the Wii?
GameCube. It was GameCube. I think it was GameCube exclusive, too. I think it got locked to that system, just like Eternal Darkness. And Eternal Darkness needs to be released on something else, because it's a good freaking game. Yeah, Geist was also locked to the GameCube. There's no other way to play it other than piracy.
Oh, that was not a grind rail. Ooh, where am I? What is this? I'm just on a tree branch.
Are you? Is that tree sideways or are you running up? Oh, I guess it's sideways.
Yeah, it was sideways.
Ooh,
How
I
do
like
do
this.
the? I just bought the upgrade that lets me zoom across the bits, which is something that Sonic does in his games, which I love when he can like go super fast through the rings.
Oh, through the. I was like through the bits. The what?
Because these like little bits.
Bits and borbles.
Yeah, see? They should. I'm supposed to like zoom through, and I'm not zooming through.
Do you have to activate it?
I'm also trying to activate my extra speed. Is it on right now? Like it's lit up, but it doesn't do anything when I press the button. Ow.
Maybe someone in chat will let us know. Yes, Sir Rodriguez. Eternal Darkness is indeed a horror game. It is good. As Deeb says, I don't think there is any other game in existence that will willingly, just wholeheartedly fuck with you. It's true. It's delightful. It has fake crashes. It turns the volume off.
Why am I just spinning?
Because you gotta go below and above stuff.
Ugh. This thing is very hard to control.
It kind of looks like it. Mr. Max says press B when the lightning icon appears to zap through.
Oh, gotcha. Thank you so much.
Oh, I don't think I even would have noticed that lightning icon.
Oh yes, I love this. Shit, fucked up. I was going too fast for my own good. Oh damn, all these enemies gone? Oh wow. Perfectly thread that needle. Oh, they put me all the way back here? Why?
I guess because you need to do better. I don't know.
This guy blew himself up. Did you see that?
No. Speed boost is apparently down on your D-pad.
Yeah, I tried. Like, it doesn't seem like it's doing anything. Or maybe it doesn't do anything on the rail?
I like this, like, forest mixed with industrial. I think this is a really cool level design. Where it's like some sort of tree fort that's been industrialized.
I'm going so fast right now.
Lampy says RB and down.
Shit, I fucked that up. Back on it.
Are you fine?
I don't think I'm fine. I think I'm gonna die. Oh wow!
Yeah, you're fine.
I just F-0 around that tree stump. Like zooming through these things makes you go a lot faster, like significantly faster.
As it should. They're speed boosts. Oh, does I need more Maryland flag? Yep. It does. You're right. Congratulations, you made it to District 10. I really like this mix of organic and inorganic on this level. Oh, now you're just inside like a warehouse. Maybe you'll go back outside at some point?
Ow, shit!
Ooh, dang. Those spikes said no.
Speed boost.
Fungus Finder with $2 to to let us know that the extra O's in the score bother me so much. Like the first 3 O's, they're just hanging out there.
I like the music in this game.
Yeah? Do you think it stands up to 2?
Sonic Adventure 2? No.
What about Spark the Electric Jester 2?
Was there music in that game?
I thought 2 was the one, the music you liked.
No, I'm talking about Sonic. They were talking about
Okay.
Sonic Adventure 2 in terms of music.
Oh, okay.
Not Spark 2. I honestly don't remember any music from Spark 2. This does feel reminiscent of that Sonic style music.
It's that booty bump.
Yeah, that
Or booty bop. And that butt rock.
Jesus.
I have to look up what butt rock is. Like, what is the definition of butt rock in Wikipedia? I only trust Wikipedia.
Ooh, I fucked up.
What? Wikipedia doesn't have entry for butt rock? Oh, okay. So
That was really fun. Like that level was great. Especially with the added functionality of like the bit skipping.
bit skipping.
Yeah, bit skipping. That was a lot of fun. I really like that.
Booty bop and the bit skipping. Okay. Butt rock is a derogatory term for post grunge. I didn't know that. Here's the entry. It says in the late. Hang on, let me bring it over. Oh wait, we got a cutscene. I'll read about butt rock afterwards.
Oh, this gentleman is back.
Uh-oh.
What's your beef?
Steve says derogatory. I use that term lovingly. That's fair. So, in the late 2000s and 2010s, the derogatory term butt rock gained traction when applied in relation to many post-grunge artists who were popular during the genre's prime, such as Nickelback, Creed, Puddle of Mud, and Hinder. The origins of the term are debated. The term butt rock usually comes from someone critical of an overused, raspy vocal, as described as limitations of Pearl Jam's Eddie Vedder, or less often, overly cliched, angsty lyrics.
I get it.
Okay. Wow. Today I learned. Really, today we all learned.
I cannot outrun that explosion.
Can't outrun your problems. You gotta learn. Fungus Finder with an extremely useful hint for this boss fight. Casey, don't get hit. Just follow those words. Let that be your guiding star.
Like, I can't.
Omega Neo. This is Spark 3, my beloved. Yay. Guilty Gear Strive has butt rock. Ooh. I haven't heard Strive. The other Guilty Gears I would not say have butt rock. They're too metally for butt rock. But maybe Strive does. I also love Guilty Gear, so maybe I just don't want it associated with butt rock.
Oh, that traveled far. I wasn't even next to him. Ooh, was I supposed to lose this fight? Because I almost beat him.
He was like, I'm sick of this shit.
Spark looked more confused than worried after getting tossed off the edge. I mean, do I fight him again, or was I supposed to lose? Or does this have like a splitting narrative because I lost? Here lies a famous artist, said the tombstone. He was wealthy, but died alone. With nobody to leave his wealth to, it was abandoned. This included a large mansion and his personal security guard. Protecting the mansion for years, he stood patiently. Until one day, here we go again with the one days, a thief showed up at the abandoned mansion. Quickly, the guard rushed into action.
Why did that bumblebee just run off with his stuff?
In mere seconds, the thief was no more. This is when the guard noticed something. He enjoyed the kill. From that day on, the guard looked for reasons to continue killing. He looked for individuals who he deemed worthy of his punishment. And very quickly, they were no more as well.
Dang.
Meanwhile, somewhere in a construction site, there was a mindless worker robot. Until one day,
Sick burn. Oh.
due to a stroke of luck, a single bit was flipped. Suddenly, the worker was fully awakened, now fully conscious. He tried to communicate with his fellow workers, but none were able to listen. They were still mindless drones. Out of desperation, the worker decided to run away, only to be shot. Still, somehow, he was able to escape, but eventually collapsed. Fortunately for him, at that very moment of his escape, his work site was attacked by the guard, who quickly dispatched his former managers. It was then that he was found by the guard, who brought him back to his mansion. Once repaired, the worker was forever grateful. "I fight for our liberation, and you should join me," said the guard. The worker agreed. Wait, what? Was given a sword, and together they trained. Noticing they had no name to call each other, they decided to give each other names. The worker was named Flint due to his origins as a construction robot, and the guard was named Double. Okay, these are characters from the last game.
Oh, okay.
Because he possessed two swords, which he carried with himself at all times. During training, Double noticed a weakness in Flint's design. His neck was an obvious weak spot. With this in mind, Flint was given a wig made out of extremely slash-resistant fibers. This would help him mitigate his main weak spot. They're just giving like an exposition dump history for the characters from the last game.
I guess.
So they're trying to ground and make sense of the nonsense that was the last game, with all these kind of interstitials here. It seems like.
But that's the boss you just fought, so he's also in this game.
Think so, yeah. Soon enough, it was time for their first engagement. "You'll raid the factory and trigger the security system," said Double. "Slash away at any mindless drones that come on your way. They are not like you and I," he continued. "With you there, I'll rush straight to the core and take care of the situation quickly." Flint found the plan a little strange, but agreed anyways. With this, Flint quickly dispatched a wave of security drones by himself, while Double proceeded with his plan. But suddenly, Flint found himself alone. No more drones were going after him. This is where it dawned on him. Double did this to draw all attention for himself. Foolishly believing his master was in danger, he rushed to his location. Once there, Flint was astonished at the sight. A gargantuan robot stood in Double's way and was ready to attack at any moment. This is when Double finally removed his eye patch. Who knew he had an eye patch?
Okay.
In the blink of an eye, everything went red, and the previously gargantuan robot was in pieces. "You better not be around when I do that again. It's too dangerous. Stick to your own path." Flint was shocked, but still proceeded with the mission. From that point on, Flint continued to fight, until he reached the center of the factory. Little did he know he was about to witness something that would change his life forever. He killed them all. This did not sit well with Flint. It did not sit well at all. This sounds like a Dr. Seuss book now. It's lovely, isn't it? Putting an end to their miserable existence just excites me, you know? They fought and fought and fought until both of them couldn't take it anymore. Using all the strength he could muster, Flint got up and walked away. From that day onwards, they both went their separate ways. Until one day, fate would bring them together again as master and pupil.
Wait, they seemed like they were on the same level if they fought until they were both exhausted.
I mean, that doesn't
why
change,
did one of them become a student?
Because he taught him everything he knows. Like, it doesn't change the fact that he did teach him.
No, but it said until they become master and pupil?
No, they were already master and pupil.
Oh.
But if it said that, that's stupid. That's a stupid way to put that. Because he said the one rescued the other one and then taught him sword stuff. But yeah, when you get strong enough to beat the master, like, that's still your master that you beat.
Yeah, I thought it was saying until they became, like, I thought it was future tense. that they were going to be master and pupil, and I was confused by that. But I guess I just misheard that. Okay. That's fair. I have drank so little water tonight.
George Lucas says, I was going to vote this for a hidden gem, but not anymore because of that cutscene.
So harsh. It says, I don't know if it's the language, story. Yeah, it's. I don't know how to put it. Like, I would have to analyze it. I don't want to say what I like and don't like about it directly, because it feels like something I need to analyze to, like, actually have an opinion on. That isn't just like, meh, my initial knee-jerk reaction thought. Like, really breaking down sentence structure and, like, how things are perceived and given to the player.
I ran right into that arrow.
Also, all of the cutscenes like that have just been, like, completely side from plot. Like, they're not intertwined at all.
Yeah,
which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Yeah. But, like, you're not getting any of that in levels. It's, like, clearly this thing has started. We've cut to the TV, and now we will be told stuff until we're back in the game. Which I don't think is a bad thing. I feel like that's often used as, like, a shorthand for, oh, and it's poorly told because it's separated from the gameplay. And I don't... That could be fine.
Yeah, like if that story was like super compelling, and then later you figure out why it's related to what you're doing, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yeah, because I feel like fighting games do that. Like, there's no connection. Like, there's, like, motivation for why you might be fighting. But, like, Mortal Kombat 11, which I thoroughly enjoyed, like, it's just, here's a bit of a movie, and then at the end of the movie, of that part of the movie, there are two characters facing each other that want to duke it out, and then they do, and that's the gameplay. And it's, like, a clear cutoff from story and gameplay, and I think it works perfectly well, and I think other games can do that well as well. I could say well a few more times.
I still don't have 2,000 biddies.
You gotta get more biddies.
Did she give me bits when I kill stuff? Because, like, these fights, like these fight specific things don't give me any progress towards unlocking new abilities.
Can you get... Oh my gosh, excuse me. Can you get more, like, do you, like, increase your combo score or anything? Do you get extra biddies?
I don't know. Ouch.
Chat, do you know how to get the most biddies?
Like, I don't want to spend a bunch of time scouring each level for the bits. Oh shit, why did I do that? Shit, which way's forward? They have me facing this way. I don't trust it. God, you guys just jump right over that for reasons.
Oh yeah, Zomber. Yeah, vast majority of roster-based PvP games. MOBAs, hero shooters, yeah. They also do that.
Oh, fucked up.
Yeah, story is secondary to the gameplay. Yeah, and that's fine. Like, it's not a...
Yeah, it's not a deal breaker in terms of my enjoyment, but since it does exist, like, I'm gonna comment on it because it's,
right.
Like, it's in my face at the moment.
It's Fungus Fire says, just don't say one day, Jesse. You can say well all you want. I don't know if that's a reference to something or.
It's the story that they're telling. They start
Oh,
like half
right.
the
They
sentence
said
with
one day. Not 2 day, not 3 day. 1 day.
Until one day.
Garrison's saying that bits are just something you pick up as you play. But wouldn't try grinding them or anything. So I guess you'll just, you know.
Yeah, like it's definitely less fun to try and play that way. Oh shit, I fucked that up. Ow!
Ooh.
I'm not dead? What? Where am
Hey! The
I? Shit, which way do I go?
level has some real verticality to it. Hey, Senyu. Jess's internet is out, so she is not here with us today.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Patron Saint Monday is gone for this week. But we'll be back. But not next week, because no one's here next week. Unless someone else decides to stream during this time slot. But Casey and I will be at PAX West, so.
Yeah. Getting our packs on.
Yeah! Oh, wow. Twitch bot. Let me take care of that.
Which one doing some crimes?
Doing some crimes. Okay, well, I don't want to report for terrorism. Jeez.
What?
The first option.
I didn't know you could commit terrorism in a Twitch chat.
I wasn't sure either. It's like, do you want to block this user? Yeah. Or it's like, report this user. It's like, oh, it's spam. But like, it's just like, report this user. Yeah, first option, terrorism. Like, whoa, okay. Like, yeah, they need to be reported, but like, let me select the right thing. It was just in my face. I know Eric wasn't here. I had to do that all myself.
It happens. Sometimes you gotta bust terrorists on your own.
It's true. Oh, it doesn't remove them from the chat. Well, let me also remove them from the chat. Dang. It used to. Rude.
Get to the goal.
Well, how do I remove it?
Oh man, we just started off
Uh-oh.
with speed.
I did ban them, though. I could unban them. I guess.
Oh my god, what happened to me?
Oh, no, I blocked them. Oh, you have
Good
to
god, look how high I got launched.
Oh, my gosh. There we go.
Oh my god, where am I? I just launched into the abyss. Where the fuck did I go?
Ooh,
I'm still in the level? You still good?
yeah, I guess.
Weird. What is happening here? This place is like haunted or something.
You went to, like, pea-flavored Silent Hill.
Pea-flavored Silent Hill.
Yeah, it was all yellow. Fog was all yellow.
Look at this.
Also, if your pea's that yellow, drink more water.
You like protesters?
Yeah, why are you jumping on those protesters?
Because I need the air. This says weak, and they have me boost into him, but then they hurt me. That doesn't seem kosher. Shit. I wonder how that works. I'm utterly lost. I don't know what direction they really want me to go in. This camera, I feel like, all points me in the wrong direction when I start.
Okay, I have to say, Fungus Finder with $2 says, for Senyu's thermonuclear message earlier, which I will now read. Senyu came in and said wanted to congratulate Jesse and Jess for their great performance in Dark Souls. Hi, Casey. Oh, it's funny. Sorry, I was trying to ban someone on Twitch while that was happening, so I didn't see it. So thank you. Thank you for bringing it up. Oh, and then send you with $5, and you're never gonna believe what this message says. It says, "Wanted to congratulate Jesse and Jess on their great performance in Dark Souls." Hi, Casey.
Wait.
He said it as they said it as a normal chat, and then paid $5 to make it a highlighted chat, and then said you gives another $2 to say sorry, Casey.
No need to apologize. Look. I was the first one to know that my Dark Souls run was bad. I was there at ground zero.
Like an hour and a half.
But yeah, this probably won't be the top slot.
That's so funny.
I'm kind of lost right now.
So did you give up from just being like, look, I gotta upgrade weapons, I gotta do too much, I'm never gonna beat these?
Yeah, but like at that point, it was already over an hour of play.
Yeah.
So it was like, yeah, in order to actually ring the bell, I would need to dedicate probably like and like the way like when I play games for the most part, it's like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. So it's like, all right, I'm doing a run. I'm trying to get this footage. It's already over an hour. The path to beating this thing is one of two things. Either I need to now spend time looking up how to just get new weapons and then go on that tangent to do that and then come back to do the gargoyle. Or I just beat my head against the gargoyle and do like a no-hit run against this boss with like super weak weapons so that I can defeat them. Which, if I was playing this by myself, is probably what I would have done. Like that's kind of how I play Souls game. Like when I meet a boss, where I'm at is usually how I'm gonna beat him. But like it's a speed run. Like at that point, I have lost. So like, why am I wasting my time, anyone else's time? It just didn't make any sense. Do I still have to go up? I do.
And Ipunu9, been a member of Green Gang for 7 months. Thanks, says Battlemaster idea. New game, Hades, highest floor. I haven't played Hades. I assume
I've actually been playing Hades pretty recently. Like I just
yeah.
Like I've had it for a long time, but now I've finally started messing with it.
How is it?
It's fun.
Have you made it to the highest floor?
No, I've been messing with it. I've not been like
Okay.
excelling at Hades. I've just started playing with it. Oh, I missed the thing. Ouch.
El Cheshire says, I believe Casey will get his run back in Smash. Free for all, 8 players, any stage, items on. Yeah, any Smash challenge, Casey, even with items, I would still put my money on Casey.
See, you guys don't know Smash well enough. Because items throw skill out of the window. And like that's the reason why I can't abide by it.
Yeah, that's why I love them.
Yeah, and I understand that. Like, that's fine. But if we're doing a thing that's like, oh, see who can do X, Y, Z, and then the challenge is roll a dice and get the highest number, I feel like that's less interesting. Like, it's not all items. There are some items that can be used skillfully in Smash. But it definitely still introduces like a level of advantage to others. Because like even if, say, you need to use like the home run bat skillfully,
you do, because I can't get a home run with the home run bat, so you do need a level of skill to use that item.
But then you still, let's say 2 people have, the same level of skill with that item, only one of them's gonna have it at that moment.
Yeah, but then the home run bat can come back later, and then it's a skill to get the bat.
Oh, it got real murky out here.
Yeah, why it get so murky? And Lampy with 100 bits says, playing with items and hazards is just different skill, KC.
And that's fine. Like, it's not the skill I want to exercise. Like, I don't like. Is that difficult for folks to understand? Because I feel like
I think we all just enjoy ribbing you about it. I don't like. I understand what you mean. That it's not that it is without skill with items. That like items remove the ability for skill. It's that like, you don't enjoy that gameplay and that
gameplay is not the skill check I am looking for when I come to Smash.
Yeah.
So I avoid it.
Yeah.
And like if other people want to do that, that's perfectly fine. I only ask that because people are aware that I like Smash, that they don't assume that I like that kind of Smash. Oh, you all spiky? I don't like that. That's cheap. They tell me it's weak to dash into it, and then it's just got spikes on.
Gatling Combo says game has too many characters. Just don't know what pick. Can't pick anyone. That's what random is for. Let the game decide for you. And then have no idea how to play Bayonetta. It's fine.
Yeah, Bayonetta is not easy to play.
She's not, and I love playing as her. I think she's so fun, and I'm so terrible with her. I'm just a big Bayo fan, so I'm just like, yeah, look at me, I shoot guns, and I drop a very long leg on people.
Look how long this leg is. You love it.
Yeah, look at
how long this leg is.
It's so fun. Am I good? No. Does it matter? Also no.
What was that?
Wow, what just happened there?
I saw the lightning bolt icon, and so I pressed it, and then I just zoomed through geometry.
John Blake says, love Kirby. Yeah, Kirby. Kirby, my man? Yeah, Kirby. Kirby's my most played Smash character. For sure.
Yeah, Kirby was my main in 64. Like, I used Kirby and Ness a lot in that game. Then in Melee, I used, what's his name? I think in Melee I used Kirby, actually. For the most part. I'm dying.
Yeah? Ooh, dang.
So that hurt a lot.
Death Trap Dungeon for Battle Masters? Yes. Absolutely Death Trap Dungeon. I will buy everyone a copy of that game to do Death Trap Dungeon for Battle Masters. And it will be an absolute nightmare. And I won't win. Despite being the only person that has played it. It's so janky.
See, I might be the odd man out in this regard. But like, for stuff like this, like I don't mind doing a challenge that I'm uncomfortable with.
Yeah.
But like I kind of dislike there being a challenge where I have like an obvious advantage.
Right. That's how I feel too.
What is this?
And that's why like oh, dang. Like some people suggested like a Stardew Valley challenge. But like I know there are several people who do it who have not only played Stardew Valley but are like active long hour players of Stardew Valley, and I've never touched the game.
Yeah, like I've watched my fiance and son play it on stream. So like I have that level of familiarity with it, but like I really haven't played it on Stardew Valley myself.
Yeah. So I feel like if it was like a game that a bunch of people are familiar with, there'd have to be something about it where familiarity with it.
To fly out of the spaceship.
Oh dang, you gotta get back in it. Where familiarity with it doesn't actually aid you, and that's a hard thing to do.
Yeah, and I feel like the fact that we, like, everything's not a speed run, which I think we can make it clear in some of the comments. So like, it will be challenges that are, you know, games that, you know, people know and love, but like, really just one-off situations that you really can't train and prepare for.
So like episode 1 had, you know, do something the fastest. Just a little bit of a spoiler. Episode 2, not time-based.
Yeah, not time-based at all.
So like, yeah, what was the thing that we talked about early on? We were like, we don't want episode 2 to be time-related because we don't want people to only think it'll be speed runs. So I think we all really like the silliness.
Do I shoot these? Oh, I do.
Also, it's 9:06, so is Spark the Electric Jester a hot Monday energy?
Is it a hot Monday energy? That's
Yeah,
not
is it a hot
that
Monday
makes any
energy?
sense. Yeah, Spark the Electric Jester 3 is a hidden gem. This has been a lot of fun to screw around in. As a Sonic-like, it hits all the marks of the one 3D Sonic game that I really did enjoy playing a ton of, Sonic Adventure 2. Its story is dumb, but like that does not disqualify it from being enjoyable at all. And I would recommend it to anyone who's into these sorts of games. Like I think a very good job is being done here.
Well, hooray!
That does not change the fact that the second game is still kind of terrible.
That's kind of how it goes sometimes. You can just have a bad game in a series. But that's the thing. All right, well,
But yeah,
I guess
how about you? What do you have coming up that folks can check out?
I do. Oh, Eric always does this, and he's in bed, but now I can type my name. And it'll maybe... Oh, shoot, is it different? Oh, there it is. Yeah, look at that. That's my stuff. It's Rexicon Jesse on Twitch and Twitter and Blue Sky and YouTube. What was it? Season 2, Episode 1 of Adventures Nigh, the remaster, came out Saturday. The next one will be out this weekend for Episode 2, Season 2. Very excited. PAX, that's taking up all my time. I still have to pack as well.
Yeah, I've not done any of that.
And then, like get on a plane and stuff. And I think that's mostly it. Like, so check out stuff from other people because we've got other streams and podcasts. Design Delve came out last week, which was Why Games Are Lying to You and its cool thing. And that means Dev Heads will be this week. And then and then Battle Masters came out today. So if you haven't seen that yet, check it out.
Yes, please do. Share it with your friends too, even ones who don't know what Second Wind is. Be like, this is dumb. Check this out. As for me and my stuff, there's still that Splitgate video that JM8 and I did. Just a casual talk about a preview that we got to see. We're hoping to do more of those, like with not just me and JM8, but other folks who are getting access to things, just to give you guys more topical, punchier sorts of conversations. Outside of that, I should be here for Firelink on Wednesday, but like Jesse, like we're preparing for PAX after that, so like we're going for the rest of the week. So no DMC with Marty, and no wedding stream this Friday with my fiance because I will have left by then. Yeah, same goes for Super Smash Sunday. Last Sunday was great. Make sure you put that in your calendar as a thing to come check out. 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Sunday, just not this Sunday. This upcoming Sunday, we won't have that. My headset
Sunday.
is like making weird noises. It might be ready to die, which is good because we're at the end of the stream. But yeah, check out the merch store because there's new stuff in there. Like we said, the plushies, the pre-order window has closed, but we are working to get them back open. So if you have not gotten a chance, keep complaining. Like go in like different threads and be like, oh, I really wanted to buy this thing. I didn't get a chance. When can we get like that? That will work. Like be like a Karen customer on the internet.
And tell people to be a Karen. That's a great idea.
But yeah, that's going to do it for Hot Money Energy today. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you later. Peace, y'all.
Bye.